Everyone, and this is my review for Resident Evil Last Chapter. Well, gotta say, this movie was at least better than Assassin's Creed. Anyway, storyline. It pretty much picks up from Resident Evil 5, the last film, where, Alice and a group of people pretty much is at DC. Well, like I say, it picks up from that last film where pretty much Alice just wakes up near the White House and everything's pretty much destroyed. Yeah, daytime. Just let that sink in your head for a minute, all right? So, pretty much Alice, walking around DC, do 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 do, and pretty much she gets a little message from our little favorite little hologram buddy of ours, the little Red Queen. Yeah, you remember her? Yeah, she comes. Was like, hey, I've been a bitch, blah blah blah. You know, let me let's do this. I'll help you if you help me. All you have to do is come back to the beginning start. Yes, we're going back to Resident Evil 1. Back to the Hive. That's her and Alice's job, to go back to the Hive, because the Red Queen tells her, hey, there's a way you can save the whole world. You think about it, Alice have been told, hey, you can do if you do this, you save the world. If you do this, you save the world. How many times? 5 times? 5 movies? Wait, make it 4 because the first one is how the virus got released in Raccoon City. So 4 times. Let's put it 4 times. Okay. So pretty much the main story is her going back to the Hive and try to save the planet. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna give you for the storyline because it's basic. I mean, you can pick it up. And let's how I felt this about this movie. Well, let's put it this way. When it comes to storyline, there's a lot of mistakes in it. A lot of things that doesn't make sense. I mean, if this is the end of the world, how the fuck does a vehicle have still gas? Yeah, I know. It's going to be a lot of things. Sometimes most of us, when we watch a movie, try not think of that. But for some reason, I was like pointing out every mistake in this movie, like left and right. I'm like, why am I doing this? I think it was so obvious when you watch it, and you're like, oh. There's numerous things out there I hate about this movie. The camera movement. Almost every fight scene that Alice has and gun scene, oh my gosh, the fucking camera moves so much, like back and forth, back and forth. It did like almost a strobe light moments too, like it's flashing your fucking face, the camera and lights. And I'm like, dude, why did it, why? Hold the camera still. I want to see how the fight looks. No, it goes so fast. You're like, really? That was it? That was the fight? Less than 3 seconds? Less than 5 seconds? Less than 10 seconds? Oh my god. I was like, okay. And the thing is, I was with my cousin watching this movie. Not only my eyes were hurting, his eyes were hurting too. And the sad thing, we weren't tired. Well, I'm tired, yeah. My eyes hurt when I watch a movie, but this one just was fucking with me. That's one thing I hated. Other thing I hated is how dark some of these scenes were. Definitely when it came to the mutants and zombies in certain scenes. Not all of it, but most of them. And the main reason I know, my opinion, actually, I think they did this is because they didn't want the audience to notice how computerized this fucking movie was. Because this movie was computerized like a motherfucker. Okay, you can notice big time. I'm like, oh my gosh, this movie. You think about it, it's a movie from Hollywood. at least, do a lot more makeup work and everything. No, we just copy certain zombies over and over and make copies like a video game. Even though this movie is based on the video game, but come on. Um, Also, like again, I'm going back to storyline again. We do get appearance from the past characters from the past Resident Evil movies, but it's so much like a detail where you ask yourself, how did you survive? Why are you here? Wait a second, weren't you with the other characters from Resident Evil? Like wasn't let's, here? I'm gonna spoil a little bit. Like I'm like, Claire, weren't you with your brother with the last Resident Evil movie? What happened to your brother? Yeah, that's a little spoil. They don't talk about that. I mean, it's our boy from Prison Break. It was so many characters, like Jill Valentine. Like I said, how, if spoiler again, you remember how the last film finished? You had Whisker and Jill Valentine there, and Alice. And what was the other? I forgot the other character was there too. They don't show them except other spoiler alert. Whisker. I'm like, okay, you showed that one character in Alice, but what happened to the other characters like Jill Valentine? She was at the White House with you guys when all the shit was ready to get fucked at the end of the movie. Nope. Like I said, there's a lot of missing detail. I try my best not to pay attention, but if you're watching this video and you haven't seen the movie and you do go see the movie, wow, you're going to see and understand what I'm talking about. But the thing I did like about the movie, I think when Alice gets to the hive, just for me the movie does pick up from there and does get a little excited, and I'm like, oh shit, this is cool and everything, moments like, oh, little twists in the storyline where you kind of know something in the beginning of the movie where you felt like, wait, there could be a twist. That's all I'm gonna give you. Other than that, how they ended, let's put it this way. You know how, and yes, keep this in mind, people. When a book, even a movie, says final chapter, you gotta remember, it might mean final chapter for a certain character, the events that's going around that moment, but doesn't mean the fucking movie is done. I mean, the storyline is done. All right? That will give you a clue how probably the movie ended already. Because, hey, we could get prequels to it or a new chapter. Oh, a new chapter, yes, because even though it's a final chapter, yeah, maybe with this character's done, we're done with. Now we're going to open a new chapter with new characters that maybe this character from the last movie will come in this one now. Yay. So no, it's not a fucking final chapter, people, okay? Final. It's a final for a certain thing. Just remember that. So there's a good chance we're still probably going to see more Resident Evil movies down the line. If not, oh, that's cool because I actually done with the Resident Evil movies. I'm not a huge fan of them because, I've always been a fan of the video game series. Except when they came out with Resident Evil 5, the video game. That was just a piece of shit for me. That's when I stopped playing Resident Evil games. I might still get the new one, but that'll be later on because how video games are nowadays. They add new product into new add-ons where I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna spend no fucking $60 for a fucking game. And now you're gonna add more shit. I have to spend another $20. Now fuck that. I'll wait when Game of the Year edition comes out or Ultimate Edition comes out within 6 months from now. I have learned my lessons from video games. But anyhow, if you've been a fan of the Resident Evil movies, I say check it out. Yeah, I put it down a little bit here and there, left and right, but I still enjoyed it. It's not the best Resident Evil for me, because I think my favorite one was actually the third one, probably my favorite one, or the fourth one. I can't remember. There was at least two I liked a lot more. But if you're a fan of the Resident Evil films, check it out. Don't hold your hopes up, but check it out if you had nothing to do. You know, other than that, if I had to give a final grade for this movie, I'm going to give it an average grade, so it'll be a C plus. I won't give it a C minus. It's just, I don't know. I felt I hated it, but at the same time, I liked it. So I'll give it an average grade, a C plus at least, because I was ready to give it a B minus, but then I thought about the camera shit. And I think it's because of 3D. Don't do the 3D, people. That's a waste of money. Any movies say 3D, don't waste your money on that shit. It's not worth it. Because as today, we ain't gonna see a great ass movie in 3D. Unless you're in Disney World, Disneyland, one of those rides. Okay. Other than that, like I said, check it out if you're a fan of Resident Evil movie series. Yeah, pretty much, because I can't call it a zombie movie. It's really not really. This one wasn't really, for me. It wasn't a zombie movie more. It's more action and maybe a here and there left and right mutation. That's it. Mutants. Other than that, hoping, like I say, check it out if you want to, or wait until it comes on demand, Blu-ray, DVD, whatever. Put in your collection of video game movies. Alright, this is Jaime Sanchez, signing out.